it's your Tagal Mary and welcome back to my channel. Yes guys, sa wakas, magagawa na rin natin ng full review itong bagong or yung kanilang pinaka mid-range killer, the Poco X3 NFC. And yes, it's been a while guys since nakipag-collab ako and buti na lang guys, tutulungan tayo ni Mayverick. She's a local gamer at yes, siya yung gagawa ng ating gaming review dito sa video na to.
Yes, thank you so much. It's an honor being here with you on this video.
Ano ka ba? Okay lang naman yon and it's been a while din naman na nakipag-collab ako so talagang na-miss ko to. I-introduce mo naman yung sarili mo sa family natin para may idea sila kung ano yung ginagawa mong videos.
To those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Mayverick and my channel is Mayverick Games. I make tech videos focusing on gaming.
Ah, okay. So very unique din pala yung content mo.
Actually guys, earlier today, ginawa namin yung gaming test ng Poco X3 NFC. Since yun naman yung pinuntahan nila sa video na to, umpisahan na natin.
So for the specs, we all know that the Poco X3 NFC ay merong Qualcomm Snapdragon 732G na merong 8nm octa-core CPU. Meron din po siyang Adreno 618 GPU and a 6GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage.
For the first game guys, we have the Mobile Legends. For the graphics, naka-high, and for the HD mode, HFR mode, and shadow, naka-on.
First blood. Double kill.
Para sa akin guys, yung Mobile Legends, playable siya sa Poco X3 NFC. And please take note that we have a dedicated Wi-Fi here on the studio. So overall guys, naging maganda ang gameplay sa kanya throughout the game.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Ayan.
Watch back. You destroy the turret. Launch attack.
For the second game, we have the Asphalt 9. For the graphics, naka-high quality tayo. Actually guys, madalas ako maka-experience ng frame drop sa ibang smartphones na nasa gantong price range. But with this phone, very playable at hindi noticeable ang frame drops. Isa pa, kahit hindi siya AMOLED display, kahit papano, acceptable naman yung graphics na binigay niya. For our third game, we have the Rules of Survival. For the graphics, naka-high. Sa FPS settings, naka-ultra. Actually guys, for the Rules of Survival, akala ko makaka-experience ako ng noticeable frame drops. Dahil madalas talaga to sa game na to, lalo kung maximum settings. At in fairness, meron man, hindi siya noticeable to the point na makakasira ng gameplay nyo. For our fourth game, we have the Call of Duty. For the graphic quality, naka-very high. For the frame rate, naka-very high.
Meteor.
Actually guys, for this game, wala rin siya naging problema. At wala rin akong frame drops na naramdaman. So, mapa-casual or competitive gamer ka man, magiging okay ang gameplay nyo.
Changing mag! Target's inside! Need backup!
Okay na yan. Victory. And for our last game, we have the Genshin Impact. Since this is a AAA game title, nagdademand siya ng magandang chipset and huge storage. Sadly, the Poco X3 NFC struggled a little bit on this game, and that is understandable because this is a very demanding game. And as you can see, the frame drops are very noticeable, pero good thing hindi siya ganun kadalas.
So let's hop to it.
medyo may frame drop.
Nakita niyo naman yung gaming test ni Mayverick. Tanungin natin siya ngayon kung pumasa ba sa kanya. At kung totoo ba yung chismis, totoo rin ba yung hype sa kanya, na ito yung pinaka-cheapest smartphone that you can get kung hardcore gamer ka.
Actually guys, dun sa 5 games na nilaro ko kanina, nagulat ako sa performance na binigay niya. And to tell you, hindi man halata, mahilig talaga ako maglaro ng games, especially on smartphones. And yes guys, sa dami ng smartphones na nalaro ko, kay Poco X3 NFC ko lang naramdaman yung sobrang smooth na gaming and walang masyadong frame drops. Knowing na ganun lang yung presyo niya.
Yes guys, for the lowest variant kasi, itong Poco X3 NFC ay 10,990 pesos lang.
Actually, hindi lang ako sa gaming impressed, pati na rin sa thermal management niya. At dahil ito sa dual cooling system na may heat pipe at multi-layer graphite sandwich. At para sa akin, mas efficient siya at mas nakakatulong to keep the phone cool kahit magdamag ka pang maglaro.
Actually, no, Mayverick, alam kong marami ka pang sasabihin pero mamaya na natin ituloy. Mag-focus muna tayo sa kanyang display and design. Ikaw, Mayverick, ano bang first impressions mo dito sa Poco X3 NFC? Alam naman nating lahat na kakalaro or kakahawak mo lang sa kanya kahapon. And ako, medyo matagal-tagal ko na siyang gamit. So, gusto kong malaman yung point of view ng isang gamer in terms of sa kanyang design.
Well, from a gamer's point of view, it may not come off as a gaming device right away. It looks like a businessman's phone.
Actually, may point ka doon, no, Mayverick. Para sa akin, ito rin Poco X3 NFC, very unique yung kanyang pinaka-rear panel. Kasi, madalas guys, ang mga Poco smartphones, pare-parehas lang ang itsura. Para sa akin, it's a step up. Tapos, ang bilis-bilis niyang ma-distinguish na, ito yung Poco X3 NFC. And also, it's very obvious din naman na it's made of polycarbonate plastic.
Actually, oo guys, kasi unang hawak ko pa lang, naramdaman ko agad na plastic siya.
So, bago tayo magtungo doon sa kanyang display, pag-usapan natin very quickly yung kanyang side-mounted fingerprint sensor. We all know naman that it's located dito sa may pinaka-power button niya.
And to be honest, mabilis at reliable siya para sa amin.
Now, let's talk about the display. Actually, maraming tao ang tuwang-tuwa dito, not because it has an IPS LCD display. Kasi nga, hello, this is a smartphone na ang presyo po ay 10,990 pesos. So, hindi ako masyadong mag-expect. Pero guys, meron siyang Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection. Anyway, ulitin ko lang guys na meron siyang 6.67 inches IPS LCD display na merong 1080p resolution at syempre a 120Hz screen refresh rate. So Mayverick, anong masasabi mo doon sa kanyang bezels, display? Masyado bang bothering na hindi siya ganon ka-vivid in terms of gaming kasi nga IPS LCD lang siya?
Well, para sa akin, yung display bezels niya ay acceptable naman. Pero okay lang naman dahil ang kanyang display brightness ay up to 460 nits. At isa pa na-appreciate ko rin dahil yung kanyang screen ay nagsusupport ng HDR10.
Actually, tama naman lahat ng sinabi ni Mayverick. And bago namin makalimutan i-mention na, again, meron nga siyang 120Hz screen refresh rate. Yung 120Hz options, guys, nag-work siya dynamically as usual. Well, alam naman natin lahat, guys, na hindi naman din lahat ng games ay nagsusupport ng 120Hz screen refresh rate, pero it is such a nice feature to have, lalo na sa isang smartphone na ang presyo ay 10,990 pesos combined pa with a really capable chipset. So expect guys a very buttery smooth experience, hindi lang po sa gaming, even when just browsing on your phone. Ang kaso lang guys, wala pong smart switch itong Poco X3 NFC na kung saan automatically babalik siya sa 60Hz refresh rate kapag hindi niya sinusupport yung app, like for example, email, ganyan. Tapos, babalik sa 120Hz kapag gumamit ka na ng certain application that supports it. So, you have to manually select, guys, between 60Hz and 120Hz in case lang na gusto nyong makasave ng battery. Actually, Mayverick, na-appreciate ko rin na although hindi naman siya related into gaming, yung IR blaster niya and a secondary microphone on top. Which is very important, guys, na feature na madalas hinahanap-hanap ko rin yan sa mga mid-range devices. Lalo na pag nawawalan kami ng remote sa bahay, importante ang IR blaster. Actually guys, bago ko pa makalimutan, meron din po siyang earpiece that doubles as a speaker. Meron din po siyang white LED status na kung saan iilaw siya every time that you will be receiving a notification like a new message.
Okay, now let's talk about yung kanyang battery life.
Actually, oo no. Doon sa gaming mo kanina na-mention mo na konti lang yung nabawa sa battery life niya when you started sa 100%. Actually, parang 1 oras at kalahati to 2 hours ka lang naglaro. Which is very impressive, right?
And yes, to those who don't know yet, ang Poco X3 NFC ay merong 5,160 mAh battery capacity.
Smartphone with a price point na again, 10,000 pesos to 12,000 pesos. Impressive din yung kanyang battery life. And knowing na meron din siyang 33 watt fast charging. And during our test, guys, it only took 1 hour and 15 minutes bago namin siya na fully charged, which is again very impressive. And then for our battery test naman guys ni Mayverick na ginawa namin kanina, umabot ng around 12 hours yung kanyang video playback. So yes guys, medyo masakit din sa ulo itong Poco X3 NFC. Kapag alam niyo yun, sa pilitan natin siyang ilolobat.
Yes guys, tried and tested namin siya. At ang isa pang feature na nagustuhan ko sa kanya ay ang kanyang stereo speakers.
Actually, no, tama ka dyan. Ang dami rin natutuwa dito sa Poco X3 NFC dahil nga doon sa kanyang speakers. Kasi hindi po lahat ng smartphones na nasa ganitong price range ay merong hybrid stereo speaker. Ibig sabihin nito guys, yung kanyang earpiece, it acts as one and meron pa siyang isang speaker sa ilalim ng phone.
Actually, Mary, natutuwa rin ako kasi very good ang kanyang loudness. At isa rin ito sa hinahanap ko pag gumagawa ako ng gaming review.
Oo, totoo yun. Even yung kanyang earpiece guys, nagpo-provide siya ng enough bass, pero medyo lacking lang siya in terms of mid-tones. Naka-acrylic case nito. Next guys, ito naman ay naipakita ko na sa IG story ko, pero again, it's one of my lifesaver here in the studio. Galing siya guys sa STM Goods. This is the Charge 3 wireless charging. So basically, and yes, meron din po siyang latest MIUI 12 based on Android 10. Alam mo ba, Mayverick, kakwento ko lang, ito yata yung pangalawa or pangatlong smartphone ng Xiaomi na nahawakan ko na naka MIUI 12 na.
Ah, ganun ba? Ano bang meron kay MIUI 12?
Well, Mayverick, of course, ito kasi yung pinaka-latest skin. So, expect na mas maraming features dito at mas refined na din yung kanyang interface. Pero syempre, don't expect na mawawala dito yung ads. Sadly guys, ito lang yung compromise kapag bibili kayo ng phone na to. May mga ads from time to time but not to the point na nakakainis at hindi siya masyadong in-your-face na ads. So para sa akin, it's a really small trade-off. Meron na kasi siya guys bagong new privacy options. Meron din tayong floating windows. Pwede nyo rin siyang lagyan ng dedicated control center. Additional new wallpapers. Yes guys, ang bagong-bagong app drawer. But to tell you Mayverick, it's not really a very massive step up from the MIUI 11. It's actually more of a refresh look. Medyo mas madami lang na cooler animations na syempre mas optimized for a higher refresh rate. And also, na-mention ka rin kanina Mayverick na meron nga siyang app drawer and sadly sa mga ayaw na to, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-disable.
Oh, Mary, nakalimutan yata natin pag-usapan yung cameras niya.
Actually, buti na lang pinaalala mo, pag-usapan natin siya bago namin ibigay yung aming final verdict dito sa Poco X3 NFC. Yes guys, Poco X3 NFC, meron siyang quad camera setup. Again, a 64 megapixels primary sensor, a 13 megapixels ultra-wide shooter, a 2 megapixels macro camera, and a 2 megapixels depth sensor. Yung kanyang primary camera guys ay merong Sony IMX682 na merong f1.9 aperture. Actually guys, kung bubuksan nyo yung kanyang pinaka-camera app, ito na yung default or typical MIUI setup niya.
At saka, pag mag-switch kayo ng modes, mag-swipe left or right lang kayo. Actually guys, natuwa ako dito dahil meron siyang clone at vlog mode. At hindi po lahat ng smartphones ay meron ganitong features para sa kanyang presyo. Para
Sa kanyang photo quality guys, yung kanyang default na 16 megapixel ay maganda naman po yung ibinibigay. Enough naman yung detail. Maganda rin at maayos yung kanyang dynamic range. Medyo mas warmer lang ng konti yung colors niya. Now, if you will be using the high resolution 64 megapixel option, medyo mataas lang guys yung memory na kakainin nito kapag ginamit niyo siya. But yes, your photos will be a lot better than the 16 megapixels. And again guys, wala nga po siyang dedicated zoom camera, but na-appreciate ko yung kanyang quality in terms of using the 2x and 5x. And actually, for a mid-ranger device, okay yung kanyang 13 megapixels ultra-wide camera. Low-light photos naman guys, okay lang siya but not to the point na sobrang impressive unlike other devices katulad ng sa Huawei Nova 7i and even sa Realme 7. But yes, I still recommend guys using the, of course, night mode, especially kapag masyadong madilim na. Now, for the front camera, meron tayong 20 megapixels. Actually, no Mayverick, yung kanyang 20 megapixels na front camera, meron siyang enough detail, pero medyo nakulangan lang ako in terms of colors.
Actually, Mary, meron din siyang portrait selfie, especially if you want to make it look more professional. But don't expect a very good subject to background separation.
Now, let's talk about the video quality, syempre. Yung kanyang rear camera, guys, it captures up to 4K at 30 FPS. And take note, guys, using the main and the ultra-wide camera. Yes, Mayverick, even yung ultra-wide ay nagsushoot ng 4K.
Actually, Mary, nakakatuwa kasi ngayon lang ako nakakita ng ganyang smartphone with that price na capable up to 4K ang ultra-wide camera.
Para sa amin, guys, yung kanyang video quality ay maayos naman, na-handle naman ni Poco X3, lalo na yung mga 4K clips natin, accurate yung kanyang colors, and even the dynamic range, guys, enough lang naman. Okay, Mayverick, i-wrap up na natin itong video na to. Actually, ang dami nang tatanong, feeling nila hype lang daw yung Poco X3 NFC. Sa'yo, para sa'yo ba, since you tried the gaming, totoo bang hype lang siya?
Well, yes, Mary. Totoo yung sinasabi mo na sobrang hype ng phone na yan.
Yes, I have to agree. Hype na hype nga siya.
Pero alam mo, Mary, na-justify naman yun ng phone.
Yes, tama talaga siya doon. Yung Poco X3 NFC, guys, kasi uulitin ko, no, yung kanyang pinaka-base variant or yung pinakamura na pwede yung mabili ay 10,990 pesos. And again, if sale nyo nga siya nabili, mas mura pa at 9,990 pesos.
Actually, Mary, pwede natin i-consider tong phone na to as a mid-range killer.
Well, yes, I have to agree, no? Kasi yung mga mid-range devices natin ngayon na 18,000, 20,000 pesos. Although Super AMOLED yung mga yon, mas nagpe-perform pa rin in terms of gaming yung Poco X3 NFC. And for us, guys, para sa akin, napanindigan talaga ni Poco phone yung alam yun, yung naming niya as a killer. Kasi alam naman natin nung unang lumabas yung Poco Phone F1, it is also one of the very sought after smartphone. But just to tell you guys, baka lang sabihin niyo sobrang pinipraise namin itong device na to, although it is really worth praising talaga, it's not a perfect smartphone. Hindi ganun kaganda yung kanyang sound quality. It doesn't have the best display. Even the cameras, guys, hindi naman din siya ganun sobrang impressive, especially the night mode. Minsan, hit or miss siya. So yes, overall, Mayverick, para sa akin, there is really no doubt kung bakit naging best-selling itong Poco X3 NFC. Okay, before we end this, pag-usapan natin yung kanyang pros and cons. Si Mayverick yung magsasabi ng cons, tapos ako naman sa pros.
For my cons, guys, firstly, medyo hindi ko nagustuhan na mabigat yung phone. Kasi as a gamer, nakakangalay siya gamitin. And also, hindi ganun ka-impressive ang kanyang low-light camera quality.
Now, for the pros, gusto namin ni Mayverick na meron siyang large display,
which is perfect for gaming.
Yes, and very small lang yung kanyang notch sa gitna. Plus, HDR10 pa with, of course, 120Hz screen refresh rate. Plus, guys, meron din siyang IP53 certification. So, yes, mga konting dust, yung mga wisik-wisik or ambon, kayang i-handle yan itong Poco X3 NFC. Isa pa, guys, very impressive din yung kanyang battery life and even the charging. And syempre, bago ko makalimutan, it is probably one of the cheapest smartphone that you can buy right now sa market for, again, gaming. Mapa-casual to hardcore gamer ka pa. So yes, guys, that is it for our review of the Poco X3 NFC. And before we totally end the video, may surpresa kami ni Mayverick sa inyo.
And yes, guys, we will be giving away this Poco X3 NFC. And for the mechanics,
of course, guys, all you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes, guys, Mary Bautista and Mayverick Games. Pangalawa, you have to follow us on our Instagram account, which is again, Mary Bautista YT and
at Mayverick with 2 eyes.
Pangatlo, of course, you have to share this video on Facebook, naka-public po, and use the hashtag MayXMary. Again,
MayXMary.
Yes, so wag niyo kalimutan yun, guys, kasi yan yung ipang search ko sa Facebook. Make sure lang, guys, na naka-public yung inyong post, ha? So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Again, it's your Tech and Mary and
Mayverick Games,
and see you on our next collab. Bye!